Here we have to write a program to generate the square wave of 50% duty cycle having a frequency 5 kilohertz at port P2.1. You already know port is a combination of pins, and combination of pin on this particular pin you have to generate the frequency, and that frequency is 5 kilohertz. And they are saying the setting of this particular timer. I will tell you what is this. And again in the same code they are saying you have to modify this, generate the 70% duty cycle. So first I am just clarify the duty cycle point. So duty cycle is nothing but a duty cycle, basically nothing but a on time divided by on time plus off time. I'm telling you what is on time off time into 100. Basically whole thing is 100. So you are getting a duty cycle. So assume it, like not assume it, right now you have to generate 5 kilohertz waveform. 5 kilohertz, this is your frequency. This is your frequency. So right now you have to generate this particular waveform, square wave you have to generate. Okay, so first we will find the time period. How to find the time period? T equals to 1 by f. If I will do this thing, what I'm getting, 1 by 5, 1 by 5 and 5 किलो हर्ट्ज है, तो किलो ऊपर आएगा तो 10 की पावर -3, बिकॉज किलो को कहते हैं 10 की पावर 3. ओके, सो यू आर गेटिंग दिस थिंग. सो 1 by 5 इज व्हाट, कितना होगा 1 by 5 0.2, एंड किलो ऊपर आएगा इंटू 10 to the power -3. सो 10 की पावर -3 को क्या कहते हैं, मिली. ठीक है, सो हाउ मच टाइम पीरियड वी आर गेटिंग, 0.2 millisecond. Okay, so this is the time period of one waveform, square waveform. So what is duty cycle here? They are saying 50% duty cycle. 50% means actually as you already know, if you are generating one square wave, so you have a one on time and off time. On is nothing but on that period your LED is on, that is called on time. The period where your LED is off, you are saying off time. So आपका 50% it means आपको इस 0.2 मिलीसेकंड एक साइकिल का पीरियड है. तो इस साइकिल पीरियड को आपको 50% ड्यूटी साइकिल करना है, तो क्या करना होगा, आपको इस 50% के लिए इस 0.2 मिलीसेकंड को 2 से डिवाइड करना होगा. 2 से डिवाइड करोगे तो आपका ऑन टाइम कितना हो जाएगा, 0.1 मिलीसेकंड, एंड ऑफ टाइम कितना हो जाएगा, 0.1 मिलीसेकंड. ठीक है, तो आपकी एलईडी 0.1 मिलीसेकंड के लिए ऑन है, 0.1 मिलीसेकंड के लिए ऑफ है. दैट इज कॉल्ड द 50% ड्यूटी साइकिल. सेम थिंग अगर ये कह रहे हैं कि लाइक आपको 70% ड्यूटी साइकिल कहना है, तो 0.2 मिलीसेकंड का 70% कितना होगा, कोई बता सकते हैं मुझे? 0.2 मिलीसेकंड का 70% कितना होगा? 0.2 मिलीसेकंड का 70% कितना होगा? 50% तो क्या हो गया, 0.1 मिलीसेकंड एंड 0.1 मिलीसेकंड, हाफ कर दिया ना इसका. आप 70% कह रहे तो कितना होगा, 0.14 मिलीसेकंड एंड 0.07 मिलीसेकंड. दैट इज कॉल्ड द 70%. तो दे आर सेइंग जस्ट दिस पर्टिकुलर थिंग. तो जब आपका 70% ड्यूटी साइकिल होगा तो एलईडी का ऑन टाइम एंड ऑफ टाइम चेंज हो जाएगा. ऑन रहेगी 0.14 मिलीसेकंड के लिए, ऑफ रहेगी 0.07 मिलीसेकंड के लिए. अगर सिमिलरली किसी ने 80% कहा तो 0.16 हो जाएगा. 90% कहा तो कितना हो जाएगा, 0.18 मिलीसेकंड. एंड जो बचा हुआ पीरियड है दैट इज कॉल्ड द 0.2 मिलीसेकंड. ओके, so this is the duty cycle. I hope this part is clear. Is it clear? Is it clear? Yeah, anybody please can respond it. Is it clear? Is it clear? Anybody please respond it. Is it clear? Do you have any doubt in that part? Yes, anybody can please respond it. Is it clear or not? Because I am moving forward.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So next part is we are discussing how to set the timer. Okay, so how to set the timer. So basically, as I already discussed in the 8253, whenever you wanted to generate some particular delay, so right now your demand is 0.1 millisecond. So for to generate the 0.1 millisecond, you have to find out ki how, on what point your timer should be start. So we are calculating this thing via this method, calculation of the delay. Okay, so calculation of delay, how you will find out this particular thing. So I'm just telling you that particular thing, like calculation of delay. So to calculation of the delay, first thing you need to know the crystal frequency of your processor. So your crystal frequency of the processor 11.0592 megahertz. This is the crystal frequency of your processor. And second thing you want to know machine cycle. 8051 machine cycle is 12. So first you have to calculate the timer clock frequency. timer clock frequency. I'm calculating timer clock frequency. Timer clock is nothing but a cluster frequency divided by machine cycle. So I am getting this value. Can you calculate, anybody? Yeah. Can you tell me what is 11.0592 divided by 12? Yeah, anybody can calculate it.
0.916.
0.916. ठीक है?
9 to
Sorry?
1.
921. Okay, 9216. Okay, so here you know this is the megahertz, so this is the megahertz. So this is your timer frequency. Now you have to find the timer period. Timer period means if your timer is updating from 0, 1, 2, 3, so difference between this 0, 1 and 1 and 2, that is called the timer period. So timer period, you just have to inverse this thing. So just do 1 by timer clock frequency. So just tell me what will be the answer. 1 by 0.921 megahertz. What is the answer? 1 by
1.085.
या 1.0856 मेगा है तो 10 की पावर -6 ऊपर आएगा तो -6 को कहते हैं माइक्रो सेकेंड. सो दिस इज योर टाइमर पीरियड. ऑन दैट रेट योर counter will be updated. Okay, so this is the important information. Second thing what we have to do, whatever delay you have to generate, like आपका right now delay क्या है 0.1 millisecond. So that desired delay 0.1 millisecond, जो भी आपका desired delay है, divided by 1.0856 microsecond. So just divide this 0.1 divided by 1.0856. Just remember this is millisecond, this is microsecond. So after cutting the milli and milli with that, you are getting again here millisecond, so it will go up, so you will get the 10 to power 3. So just divide 0.1 divided by 1.0856 and multiply 1000. Tell me what is the answer. Divide 0.1 millisecond divided by 1.0856 and multiply 1000 because this unit is a greater than this unit. Tell me.
92.1149.
92.1, sorry.
92.1149.
92.1149. So we are not considering this digit because you know it's more than that, and we are just considering this absolute value. So we are considering this value approximate, we can say. Where is the tilt sign? Yeah, it's tilt. Yeah, approximately we are getting 92. Okay, now the third step, you have to decide which timer you have to use. So roughly I will tell you, we have a 4 timer in 8051. I'm telling you that particular timer. We will discuss this thing. We have a timer 13-bit, we have a 16-bit timer, we have a 8-bit. So if the size of timer is 8 bits, so 2 to the power 8 means this timer will run from 0 to 256. If the timer length is a 16-bit, it will run from 0 to 2 to the power 16, means 0 to 65536. Okay, so right now you can understand here, in this particular part, your value whatever you are getting, it will fit in the 8-bit timer. So what you will do, you are subtracting 256 minus 92h. What answer you are getting? Not 92h, it's a decimal value. Yeah, what answer you are getting? Can you tell me what is the answer? 256 minus 92.
164.
164. Okay, now the last task, just convert this 164 to hexadecimal. 164 to hexadecimal, just convert this one. Use your calculator fast. What value you are getting? 164 to hexadecimal. 164 is a decimal, you have to convert hexadecimal. Yes, what value you are getting?
Ma'am, 0xA4.
0xA4. Yeah, it's a format. I told you 164. This 0x आपके controller में defining का format है. Right now you are getting A4 ना? A4 ना? Okay. So what is the meaning of that? To generate the point millisecond, your timer will start from A4. योर टाइमर स्टार्ट एट A4 और आपका टाइमर का साइज क्या है 256. ये डेसिमल है, इसका हेक्साडेसिमल क्या होगा FF. So when your timer is running between A4 to FF, then 0.1 millisecond will generate. So by this particular calculation, we learn how to generate the calculated delay. Now you understand that your LED will be on for 0.1 millisecond. So by these steps, we just find out this particular value from where you have to start the timer. So we can get the 0.1 millisecond delay. I hope this part is clear. Should I need to repeat it or is it clear? Is it clear? Is it clear? Is it clear? Anybody can please respond it. Is it clear? Yes? Anybody please respond it. Is it clear or should I need to repeat it? Yes? I'm not muted. Yeah, can you please tell me is it clear or not so I can move forward? Yeah? Can you tell me is it clear? This part is clear or not? Yes? Please respond. This part is clear or not? The program is very simple. This calculation is important because in your programming you have to do this calculation. Because according to this calculation your waveform will be generated. Can you please tell me is it clear or not? If you have any doubt, I will clear here. Please.
Ma'am, I actually
Yeah.
joined late. Ma'am, I joined late, so I missed the first part.
Okay, fine. I'm just first I will finish, then I will again repeat it. Okay. Now the next step is just this part is clear, na? What value is this? This value is where you have to start the timer to generate the 0.1 millisecond delay. Okay. Now next we are looking for the setting of the timer. This is a T mode register. This is already defined in your program. If you are directly using a T mode, you don't get any error because you included a reg51.h. So T mode is a 8-bit register which is used to setting the timer. It's a 8-bit register. Okay, it's a 8-bit register. I'm telling you every bit of this. So in this 8-bit register you have this particular bits from D7 to D0. So this is the gate. C/T, C means counter, T means timer, M1 M0 गेट C/T M1 M0 ये सब एक ही साथ है 8 बिट का रजिस्टर है ठीक है दिस इज अ 8 बिट रजिस्टर So basically, if you wanted to use timer 1, so you have to prefer this particular thing. If you have to use timer 0, you have to prefer this one. Means at a time you can generate two frequency at a time. जैसे आपने देखा होगा ना आपके टीवी स्क्रीन पे you can see a two channel simultaneously because you have a two channels. So similarly, if you have a two timers, you can generate two frequency at a one time. ठीक है? So what is the purpose of gate? I am telling you. So the meaning of gate is nothing but a this gate pin is basically if this gate is 1 it means your timer you are starting via hardware मीन्स आप एक्सटर्नली सिग्नल प्रोवाइड कर रहे हो टाइमर को स्टार्ट करें स्टॉप करें जैसे आपके मोबाइल में होता है ना वंस यू स्टार्ट द टाइमर यू विल स्टॉप द टाइमर ठीक है सो इफ यू आर यूजिंग गेट पिन इक्वल्स टू 1 योर टाइमर स्टार्ट बाय द हार्डवेयर इफ यू आर यूजिंग गेट पिन इज 0 you are using gate pin is 0 means your timer started by the software means inside the programming you are using inside the programming you are starting your timer so in our case we will start our timer or via software not by hardware C/T is the selection of the counter or timer in the last class we discussed what is counter what is timer so basically if you wanted to use counter this bit is 1 if you are wanted to use timer this bit is 0 so 1 for counter and if you are assigning 0 then it's for timer okay so we are generating a delay so we will use 0 m1 and m0 is basically used to decide ki which timer you have to use so you can see here you have a 2-bit truth table so if you are assigning 0 0 it means it's a mode 0 so length of the timer is 2 to the power 13 okay if you are assigning 0 1 it means mode 1 your timer length is 16-bit if you are using 1 0 your it's a 2 mode 2 you are using 8-bit auto reload means you don't need to load every time values it will auto reload it 1 1 means your mode 3 sorry Your mode 3, it's a split timer. So according to your convenience, you can divide the bits and you can use it. So right now इस program में आपने क्या किया है? You have used the 8-bit timer. How I am saying? Because you are subtracting from a 256. 256 nothing but a FF. So here what timer you have used? Mode 2. You can see here. So your M1 and M0 bit will be 10. I'm just assigning this bit here. Yeah. So I'm just writing for M1 and M0. Okay, so M1 and M0 you have used 10, and 10 is nothing but a 2. In a hexadecimal we can say this is a 2. So basically if I just wanted to put the value of this particular T mode register, so what will be the value? Can you tell me? T mode value will be what? Gate is 0 or 1. Assume it I am using timer 1. So gate is 1 or 0. Can you tell me according to our setting? What value I have to put in gate? Yes, gate should be 1 or 0. Anybody please can tell me gate is a 1 or 0. We will start our timer via software or hardware. Can you please tell me? We will start via software. So gate is 0. We are using timer, so it's 0. We are using mode 2, so it will be 10. I'm not using timer 0. I'm just using only timer 1. So rest of the bit will be 00. Okay. Answer will be in a hexadecimal. It should be 20H. So in a T mode, I will load this value 20H. So my controller will understand that this is a setting and I got the value of this. So when you are writing a code, you just have to calculate these two values, this one and this one. This is very important. Without this, you can't write the program. Now I'm moving to the program. Yeah, here you already know first you have to include the header file reg51.h, then standard input output h. I am just defining a delay subroutine because I have to make a 0.1 millisecond delay. So I just define this delay subroutine. You can give any name. This name is decided by you. This is the subroutine. Second thing, I define the pins where I wanted to generate the frequency. So this is P2 port pin number 1. I want to generate the frequency. Okay. Then inside the main, what I have to do? While one. Why I should write the while one? Because my waveform will be generated infinite time. So one way I can do it, I just use a my bit. So my bit is nothing but a maybe it's a LED. So what you have to do? You have to do LED equals to 1 call delay, then LED equals to 0 call delay. Otherwise you can write one more way. My bit equals to tilt my bit. So if the 1 will be there, tilt means 0. So if you are giving 1, then delay will be generated, then it will become 0, then again 1 0 1 0, things will be repeated. Okay, so this is your main. Now in the subroutine, this subroutine is the main because here you have to generate the calculated delay. So first inside the subroutine you have to set the timer. So you can see according to this timer value they are using a timer 0, but ऊपर मैंने define किया I'm using timer 1. So I'm assigning this value 20. Then this TL and TH is the register where you have to load the value from where you have to start your timer. So TL and TH is the register. The size of register is 8-bit. So TL is a 0x00 and TH0 is A2 because what value you calculated? It's A2 or A4? A4. So this A4 value you will be put here. Yeah. And because this is the 8-bit thing, that's why you are loading here. If the 16-bit will be there, you have to divide into this. Then TR0 is a single bit which is used to start the timer. Start the timer. To start the timer. So when I'm assigning this thing, so just remember one thing, if you are writing TL0, it means you are using timer 0, but right now as per your T mode you are using timer 1. If you are using timer 1, you have to define this thing, and this is also TR1. So your timer is start, and TF is the flag which will tell you ki when the time will be completed. Assume your timer started at A4. Once it will reach to FF, this particular flag will be set 1. So what you are doing, you are watching this flag while TF0 equals to 0. So if this flag will be 0, it means timer continuously running till FF. Once it will generate 1, it will come out and you will stop your timer. This is basically stop your timer, stop timer, and your flag will be 0, and again it will go to the main and in the bit position, and then again you are going to going to just generate this particular delay. So in an infinite way this thing will be work. Okay, so I'm just switching this thing on the Keel simulator. So I'm just copying this whole code on simulator here. Yeah, so you already knows how to create the target. So I'm creating my one new file. There I'm generating it. This is my file. I'm just saving this file. Yeah, I'm just saving this file. So this is experiment 2 12.c. So on the desktop I just saved it. Now what I have to do, I just have to remove this one because this particular file uses a timer 1. So I'm just removing this file, just removed it. I'm adding my own file, add existing file to group, that is on desktop. So I'm just going to the desktop. So on the desktop, yeah, on the desktop my file should be this one, experiment 12.c, add, close. Okay, now this is my experiment 12. It's already open here. Now I'm just compiling this code via build target so I can see what kind of error I'm getting. Yeah, target not created because tr0 is an undefined identifier. So here you can understand it. I'm saying about I'm using timer 1, but here I'm off the timer 0, so it should be timer 1, it should be timer 1 flag, and it should be timer 1 flag. That's why I'm getting a
टेक्स्ट डॉक्यूमेंट ही दिख रहा है.
You are getting only text document. Wait a minute, I shared the whole screen. Wait a minute, I'm again sharing the whole screen. Yeah. Yeah, now is it visible? Now it's visible. Yeah, now it's visible. Can anybody please respond it? Is it visible?
Notepad is visible.
It's visible, na?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Okay, so now you can see what problem I'm getting. I'm getting this error, you know, tr0 undefined, because you can see on this particular mode I had used a timer 1. The 1 is a timer 1 bits, and I had used here timer 0. So I just changed it when you was not able to see my screen. Okay, so then I'm again compiling the same code, build target. Let's see if I'm getting error or not. Yeah, I'm getting 0 error, 0 warning. So here you can see I have to generate the waveform of P2.1. So I'm just debugging the code. You can see, uh, yeah, running code. Okay, I'm just port 2 is already selected. Okay, now what I have to do, I have to just run my code. So I'm just running. See, this tick sign is a 1 and 0, 1 and 0. Now you have to see this particular waveform. So I'm going to logic analyzer. This is like DSO. आपके lab में DSO है ना, like this. ये see, on this logic analyzer you can see this waveform is coming. Okay, I'm telling you how to see this result here. Just see the setting of that. What you have to do, first you have to go to the setup, just write the port whatever you wanted to use. You wanted to use P2 port, so I am just selecting this P2 port, and here I'm just changing the color. Okay, so yes, now I just selected, close it. Then what I have to do, I have to just all, this is the zoom in and zoom out, or if you wanted to do, you can do the auto. Okay, so you are getting the waveform like this. You can see over here I'm just stopping this waveform. Where is the stop button? I'm not able to get it. Can you see the stop? Where is stop? Yeah, okay. And if you want, you can see like a CRO, you are getting a signal information, show cycles, cursor, amplitude. You can check the amplitude, frequency, everything. It's like a your real CRO. CR or DSO. So it work like that. So if you wanted to check the frequency and amplitude, you just put a cursor, like this one and this one. You can find out ki what is your delay time. So just you have to minus this thing, that is your delay. You can see some value is come here, so you can just find out the difference between that and you can get it your particular delay signal information, whatever information you want, you can get it. Okay, so just remember how to do the setup. In my simulator I already did the setup, that's why you are able to see your result directly. But in your case you are not able to see this result directly, so I am telling you, after doing all the setting, if you're not getting any waveform, just do the auto. So once you do the auto, your waveform will comes in picture. So you can see via cursor, you can see the value of your time and all. Everything is calculated like DSO. Okay, so in that way you can generate any frequency. I hope this thing is clear. Now I'm just moving to the your next particular program, just explaining how you have to perform the rest of the things. Here you have to generate the 70% duty cycle. So in my program you just have to change the time, only this particular thing. You just have to change this particular time, because for 70% duty cycle you have to calculate the delay, whatever formula I have told you, only you have to change the delay. Similarly in the second program, toggle P1.5. So in the my program you have to change this pin continuously for every 220 millisecond. मतलब you have to toggle the LED for 220 millisecond, means 220 millisecond should be on and 220 millisecond should be off. So you have to calculate the delay and fit in the same program, just you have to change the TL and TH value. Just remember this thing. Then you have to do this thing, write a program to toggle all bits of port 1. Means port 1 means you have a 8 LED, you have to switch on and off the all 8 LED. So what you have to do, program will be the same. What kind of changes you have to do over here? You have to write P1 equals to 0xFF offer delay, then P1 equals to 00 offer delay, and should be in the while loop. So the same code will be work. You have to just change these particular values according to your program. These two values you have to change. And this thing also, it depends upon which timer you are using. These three things you have to change. The bit value you have to change in the whole program. Okay. Now next thing is in the last program, yeah, they said it, if a switch is connected on P2.2, write a program to monitor the switch and create the following frequency on P3.3. Means you have to generate the waveform of P3.3. How? If the switch equals to 0, you have to generate 100 hertz. If the switch equals to 1, you have to generate the 1 kilohertz. So what do you have to do? You can generate either one delay, or you can call multiple times, or either you have to generate a two delay, two subroutine, then you can call it. So you have to just write, if switch equals to 0, just call this particular thing. If switch equals to 1, call this thing. So you have to perform this all program for the today lab. So I'm just stopping this recording and I'm repeating the whole things.